Okay, well, hey guys, what is up? And hold on just a second. Okay, there we go. So, um, today, well, first off, we're gonna start off by showcasing the well, not showcasing because I'm not really gonna be playing it right now, unless you guys want me to, of course. But I just unlocked the tier 10 bat chat that I was talking about last stream. I also managed to research the top gun. I spent a crud ton of free XP on that, but it's well worth it. It gets you an extra amount of damage, and your DPM goes up, all that good stuff. Your penetration, yeah, your accuracy unfortunately does not change really. I think except maybe it gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse, but you know, par for the course. So, um, so now I have two tier 10s, which is really great, and I'll be using both of those, but mostly the bat chat for clan wars and such. But other than that, I really have not been playing my tier 10s all that often because I'm trying to grind all my other tanks into tier 10, and that way I have them reserved for clan wars because I need to get that type 5 heavy. I need to get that object 277, and you know that Progetto. The Progetto could be good, although it doesn't seem to be used a lot for clan wars. But I am working on that. I want the Sturzwagen 103B, or I think that's what it's called. I want to double check. Let's see. Yeah, 103B. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. I was told that the tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer, the WZ-113G is not that useful for clan wars. So I've been working on this tank because I really love it. I mean, I love the really strong armored, uh, the frontally strong hull of this tank is really nice, and this area right here is really garbage. But and it has a great gun, and it's about to get a better gun right here. Once I can unlock it, that's gonna be a monstrous gun with a 750 alpha, which I'm looking forward to. But I do need to focus on my clan war tank, so that's probably what I'm going to be focusing on today. Actually, is trying to work towards my object 277, since we do only need about 25,000 experience more for this tank. So I'm gonna activate some personal reserves. Let's see. Probably, let's see. Yeah, we'll do this one. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be focusing on. Trying to get them clan war tanks going. And we'll see how much we are going to be able to do in this amount of time. But that's what we're going to roll out on first is the in. We're not on the tank, we're in the tank. KV-1S. And this is a fairly decent tank. Its whole armor, it's only okay at tier 5. You can bounce tier 4 tanks very easily. But once you get into games like this, it really starts to suffer. Like, the enemy heavies are going to be able to easily penetrate us. It's not even going to be a question. And I can try to side scrape, but and the other problem is it has this massive cupola right there, a big weakness. But then again, most of these tanks are just going to be able to penetrate you most anywhere in the front of your tank, as long as they don't go too far to the side. And this KV-1 is, yeah, the KV-1 definitely has a better turret. Just at least I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the armor values for both those tanks are very different. Well, and then also the way that the turret is designed, it just has more rounded parts that basically allow it to have better relative armor. And this is, for Sand River, this is kind of the meta typically for heavies to go into this area, although that can change. I'm probably going to want to load APCR for my first shot, just in case, because, I mean, I don't have a lot of hit points, I don't do a lot of damage, so I want to make what I do count, and make sure that every shot I that I take deals damage as often as I can. Now I'm in a tricky situation there, because I've got tanks up there more than likely, and now I'm wondering where I got spotted from. Let's see if we can pull out of this. Yeah, they're definitely aiming at me. Oh, T-67, look at that. See, we bounced a tier 5 tank destroyer. Whoa, and that is an M4 firing HE. We're definitely going to want to... Okay, yep, we're going to want to bail. Someone spotted me. And we're just going to have to make do with what we were given. There's an IS right there. Tier 7 heavy tank. That's not good. And our T-29 has... Oh, gosh. So we bounced a Wolverine off the side. Missed artillery. Okay, and the Wolverine's not going to be able to get us anymore. Perfect. Okay. Let's try to get one more shot in, maybe. T-67. Oh gosh, that is a bad tank to be getting nailed by. That's the tier for that's basically tier for tier the most disgraceful and cancerous artillery in the entire game. And what do you know? It's a premium tank. So it basically has a wicked rate of fire. If you do not have a repair kit available, you're going to die. It doesn't matter what you do. It's going to slowly eat away your hit points, and it's going to track you most of the time. So it's ridiculous. That's a disgusting tank. Another tank we want to work on. We want to get the Crap Barn, otherwise known as the FE405, and that is the PG nickname for it, because it used to be terrible, basically, and so that's where the name comes from, is it was basically crap. But yeah, right there. But now it's really good, actually, like, except for the fact, like, the gun itself is really good. It one-shots a lot of tanks. But the problem is it has 14 millimeters of of turret armor, and which literally means that any tank is going to be able to penetrate with their HE rounds. Like, let's look at the HE pen on here. Average penetration for this is 30. For the Valentine would be able to penetrate the hull. Well, not the hull, I meant the turret. So that's what we're trying to get to. Is we're trying to get that tank destroyer. It's really annoying though, because the Valentine is pretty terrible, in my opinion at least. It can have some trolley armor, but there's certain tank tiers that really are bad right now. Tier 4, Tier 6, and Tier 8. Those are the tiers that are the hardest to get through. Because Tier 4, you never see Tier 2 tanks because of the way the matchmaking goes. So you only see Tier 3 tanks, or you see Tier 5 and 6 tanks, which the latter is way more common. And in a Tier 4 tank with 340 hit points, and going against Tier 6 tanks, like that P-43 can two-shot me. You can shoot me, and this tank's so slow that if I can't get into cover, you can shoot me again within 7 seconds or so, and I'm dead. So I mean, you can't compete when you're constantly getting put into low-tier games, which is also the good reason why I have 19 premium rounds. Because when you only deal 75 damage, you gotta make sure that every shot counts. Gosh. And so so like I said, it can have some trolley armor, but it's so slow. It's not even a light tank. It's like it's kind of the British AMX-40, the Duck. It's slow. It has decent armor. Well, the Duck actually has quite good armor for Tier 4, and the gun on it is atrocious, really. Although when you do dab the 2 key, the premium, the penetration actually gets really nice. I mean, 170 millimeters of penetration. That's really good penetration. You're going to be going through a lot of things. Problem is, can you stay alive long enough to really do much? So view range, just for tier 4, is not that great. But that's not anything necessarily specific to this tank. It's just how it works at tier 4. So we're gonna just try to trundle our way through the city. Hope that we don't run into anyone one-on-one, which is kind of inevitable actually, because let's see. Wonder if we can track him somehow. I'm not finding a silhouette anywhere. As you can see there. Okay, there we go. We got a kill. That's really great. So as you can see, that first round he shot at us did not penetrate, although it was an HE round, which this is not a good tank to be firing HE at. Unless, of course, you're like the KV2. I mean, if you're in a KV2, there isn't anything that's not good tank to fire at with HE. Okay, so this is a very tricky situation. We're going to have to cap. That's what's going to have to happen. I'm going to try to defend the cap. Because that's the only way we're going to win right now, really. Well, I guess we could make it, but it's debatable. Let's see. We're going to need to try to kill this SU, though. We've got a Matilda right there. That's not a good artillery either.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah, that's so common. It's typically what happens. But we did pretty well. We did bounce one of the rounds from that SU. And it was really just the artillery that really got us there. Because we got hit by the Panzer SFL and the Gorilla. And I think we might have got hit by the M44. But I can't remember how significant that was. Yeah, we're just not going to win this one. Not too surprising. That's why it's really tough playing that tank. I really want to get to the FV405, but until I can get through this tank, oh gosh. And the odd thing is that it's actually going to change into the Archer. That's the tank that it's going to transfer into. And that's definitely very interesting. Let's see. Do I want it? See, that's not a good idea, because like the DPM stays the same as this gun. No, it doesn't. What gun do I have equipped? As this gun. It stays the same, but the penetration goes way down. So it doesn't make sense to do. That one doesn't make sense either, because it just increases everything by a little bit. It increases all my penetration, I mean. So yeah, basically that gun doesn't make any sense to get. I've already got the top engine. I just have to save up 19,000 experience and I'll get the Archer. Let's see. So I think those are my main tanks I'm focusing on. Let's take out the Let's take the IKV out for a spin. We need to get that to 30,000 experience. We're pretty close on that. And we have all of our ×2 bonuses here. So I'm gonna try to get those counted towards. I'm gonna try to activate those basically by winning. So basically, for all those ×2 bonuses, if you are not aware, they basically allow you on the first battle that you win, you get twice the amount of experience you would normally get. And sometimes there's special events where you can get ×3, ×4, ×5, but every single day there's at least going to be a ×2 for every single one of your tanks, which is kind of nice. And if you can do really well in the first battle, then it makes a huge difference, you know, especially when it, you know, builds up over time. Just every day logging on. And so we need to cause 10% of the total amount of damage caused by our team and win a battle and survive. And we can do that. We can get TD14 with honors. Let's see if we can do this. See, here's the thing. So you'll notice I have a really great alpha damage, 300 for my high explosive anti-tank rounds. But the Valentine had 170 millimeters penetration on its premium rounds. This has 140 on its premium rounds and 120 on its standard rounds. And it's just not a huge difference, but it's a big enough of a difference to matter. Now, since I'm only going to be going against tanks that are lightly armored on this side, I'm actually going to load standard rounds because I don't think that I need to waste my credits on this side. Now, if I start seeing KV-1s popping up, then I'm going to start dabbing the 2 key, but even then, it's not atypical for you to not have sufficient penetration even on your premium rounds. But that's just how this gun goes. I mean, it wouldn't be this gun if... wouldn't be this gun if it didn't have less penetration, because... He's tracked. I didn't get a shot off on him. So, there is a different gun that you can get on the IKV, but this one's so troll because you can literally, you see how many hit points I have 350. If you get into a high tier game, which I don't know if 5s can run into 3s. I haven't seen that, but you can definitely run into 4s. Might be blind firing. Okay, so yeah, but as I was saying, this gun is definitely a very trolly gun because it has a 300 alpha, so you can literally spank tanks for 300 hit points and one-shot the tier 4s. Like, you look at that AMX right there, if I high roll, I can actually one-shot him when he has full HP. You know, I'm wondering if I should do something here. Ooh, there we go. That's what this tank is about. And of course he was not on full hit points, but the amount of alpha that we have is sufficiently higher, is drastically higher than the other gun, which has better penetration. I'm gonna let the Type 64 go out there. So that's basically what this tank is known for, is this gun right here. And this gun will whoop the enemies. The only problem now if he comes out, he's a one-shot. The only problem with heat rounds is that they have much slower shell velocities than other tanks. Like APCR shells have very high shell velocity, but this tank has only heat, which is kind of annoying. With standard rounds and premium rounds being heat, that is definitely very annoying. But there's not really much you can do about it. So, if you want... That was... painful. And that's the other thing the IKV is known for, is being a very squishy target that artillery love to hit. Yeah, that's most of the Swedish tank line, really. Of the Swedish TD line. Okay, so let's go... And then another tank we have here, we need to try to get... This tank's garbage. Okay, just completely garbage. And the tier 10. This tank, you can get the light tanks, but I personally don't want to. I'm going to basically get those eventually, so I'm keeping the Bat Chat, plus also Frontline's coming up, so I want to keep the tier 8 tank here. Let's see. We're going to go out in oh no. We want to go out in the Pantera. No, the P-43 I meant. Pantera. Two tiers away from that. Not quite at the Pantera yet. But yeah. And that's another tank that I am really looking forward to getting is the Progetto, because I did not get the ability to... I don't have the time, nor the patience, nor the skill. Excuse me. Because there were people that were really good that even didn't get the Progetto 46. But because of the way that Wargaming set up the system, they made it very, 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 very hard to complete it. You could get like halfway, no problem. But once you get past that, it's very tough. And even if you got to just the 9th stage, you don't get the tank for free. You just have to pay 10% of the cost. So that's basically what it was. It was a gimmick. Well, kind of a way of, if you are more skilled, you'll get to buy this tank for less. So, but other than that, you're almost, it's almost impossible to actually get it completely free. And of course, I'm a free-to-play player for the most part. So yeah, I basically the short version is that I did not mean to do that, but I don't even know why I'm loading premium rounds. Why I'm doing that. So the short version is that I don't have a Progetto, the Progetto 46, and I would really like to try the auto reloading mechanic out. So I'm hoping I can get my hands on the Progetto 65, but before that the Pantera and then the standard B. I have no words to say for that. Like, I lost half my hit points, I think it was, or 2/3, you know, not. It was like 30 to 50% of my hit points in the beginning, and then the T50 just drained me, just sucked me dry. What does this tank lead to? What does that tank lead to? What does it lead to? That's the AMX-50B. Really, I should be going down the Foch line. That's a really good tank. AMX-50Bs can be useful in Clan Wars, though. It's so tough getting through the BDR, though, because the BDR is garbage. Or wait, no. Never mind. I'm thinking of the B1. B1 is garbage. The penetration on that gun. Let me look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. It's got 100 millimeters on 98 technically. The top gun, 100 millimeters of penetration on its premium rounds. That tank was so dreadful, you know. And it's not like I think the Germans also have one like it. Let's see. Germans also have one at tier 4, I think, but I think it might be a premium tank. The B1. I think it's the D1 or something like that. It's very similar. Very, very, very similar. It's basically the same tank, but just more troll. Is there a sale going on right now? You save 3,500 compared to the standard vehicle cost. Oh, there is. There is a sale going on, but I don't have enough money for any of these tanks, so I've heard that tank's a really good tank, but huh. Oh, but that doesn't have a sale going on. Huh. Well, it's unfortunate I don't have any gold. Really, I have a little bit, but interesting. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any that I could really buy, like, or any that I really want to buy for that fact. That. Probably none of them. Ooh, I don't quite have enough for that one either. That's okay. So this tank, if I remember correctly, isn't actually garbage. Like if it's low tier, yeah, it's gonna be tough. But when you're high tier, it's good. I haven't tried that one though. I'll need to do that. Because I remember I free XP'd because I was so tired of the B one. I just free XP'd the BDR. Because I'm telling you, there's certain tanks that they do not deserve the respect of the grind. They deserve to be free XP'd, and that's just the fact of it. You know, it's really tough because it's like it makes sense that certain games, the certain tanks need to be tough to get through. Well, really, most of them, but the fact that there's just such, I don't know, there's such a grind for certain tanks. It's not worth it, and you just have to use that free XP you get from grinding on the good tanks to pay for the to pay your way for the tanks that just are complete garbage. So let's see here. So we're mostly high tier. And see, this is the thing for I feel like tier 5, 7, all the odd tiers basically, 5, 7, and 9, besides 10, have it the best because they tend to get, you're not the bottom of the totem pole, but you're also not the top. So it's like you can kind of deal with it more often than not. You're actually going to be in at least decent games, and then sometimes you'll get okay games, and sometimes you'll get good games, or great games I should say, because you're top tier, and other times you'll get, you know, games that are just not gonna go your way. But it's much more favorable to be in a in any of the odd tiers than it is to be in the even tiers. And once you get to tier 10, then it's like, ha, don't worry about being low tier ever again. But I guess it's just how it works. Let's see what we're gonna find. I am going very far from my team here, and if I get spotted, there are a couple of tank destroyers that would probably love to tear me apart. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is more my style here. So these tanks are not going to be able to pen me. Except for the, what, 2 rounds that the Leopard penned. But I don't have the gun depression. So I'm going to have to take on... Oh gosh. Well, that was not good. And now I'm set on fire. Gosh, I was counting on nailing that shot. Otherwise, I'm dead. And that's exactly what happened. Gosh, and that's the problem with Russian tanks, really. They don't have enough gun depression, so that M5 Stewart was not an option for me. Otherwise, I would have just nailed him. You know, I would have stayed where I was and nailed him. What's another tank that we could do? I think it's the T-70 that needs to be... that we need to work on too, because if I go on the tech tree, I want to get that Object 430U, that overpowered medium tank, because that would be a great tank for Clan Wars. And if I can get my hands on that tank, oh my word, the things we can do. And then I also am wanting to work on the BT7 for the T100 LT. Okay. Another overpowered tank is the Object 268 version 4. I want to get that. I need to get the AT. Yeah, we'll keep it at a 50% crew for the moment. But I need to get the AT1. We'll do that for. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. And then we're going to work on our IKV some more because it's the closest one. I feel like that would be the best one to focus on. We do only have half an hour. Oh my gosh, where's the time going? Okay, half an hour in the for my reserves. And whoever is watching right now, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you will continue to watch. There we go. We hope you will enjoy this. Let's see. With the IKV, what would be the best location for us to pick? Well, most of these tanks are going to be more lightly armored, so we're definitely going to want to keep our standard rounds. I think we can one-shot that T80, the Stuart maybe as well, and the 14 TP. I'm not sure about. Those TDs we're definitely gonna be able to one-shot. So that's. I think I know where we're gonna go. So. It's tough because it depends on where the enemies go. Basically, where I want to go is I want to go where all these lightly armored one-shots are going to be going. I feel like this is the best place to go to. So yeah, the two locations that I like to go to when I'm a tank destroyer, I like to go right back here on either side, or you can go back here too to fire down this alley. And then you can also be down here or down here to fire down this alley. And you get... I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going? Okay, so... you can go down either of those areas and then fire down at the enemies. But there's not really many heavies. I mean, there's just the KB-1 and the Churchill. I don't feel like that would be worth my time. But I feel like maybe if we can get some light tanks to come down this way, then we can get a bunch of one-shots in. And I'm going to go through here, actually. And then we can get a bunch of good XP. So we're going to want to watch out for that M4. He can definitely one-shot us. Oh, my word. And the Luke's almost manages to get out. So we actually can't one-shot that T80, which is interesting, because I'm tier 5, and I guess tank destroyers just must have significantly less armor. I'm going to need help here, and I don't know what the heck my allies are doing. Oh! Scratch that. I can one-shot him, but he can... oh my gosh. I'm dead. Ah! Well, that was interesting. We got 2 shots in, and we high rolled, set him on fire, and got that extra 47 we needed to totally one-shot the T80. And well, he's not having a good day. And our T-34-85 got ammo racked as well, which, yeah, that's another way you can one-shot people. Wow. So that's exactly what I was saying earlier. That tank is totally troll, the IKV-103. Now, it does have a really long reload, but, I mean, it's the kind of the price you have to pay for that. And that's why that gun, even though it has kind of less penetration than the other gun that it has, I can't remember what caliber it is, but the reason why you want to pick this gun is because it's so troll. Because it has that 300 alpha, and you basically just one-shot. If you don't, you're going to get darn close to one-shotting any low-tier tanks. And then it most likely would have been that we would have needed 3 shots to finish off the T-34, I think that tank was shooting at us. But it didn't matter. His DPM was gonna way outdo ours. Okay, so we are here in the Valentine in a snowy map, Mannerheim Line. Yes, Mannerheim Line. Let's see, where do I want to go? Gosh, typically I would take any light or medium tank to different locations, and I'm going to be taking this tank. Medium tanks I usually take up to this location, and I try to get vision and shots down this way and prevent the enemies from coming in. Light tanks I usually will go here and spot. But this thing is a hybrid. It's got the mobility and armor of kind of a weaker heavy tank. And it's got an atrocious gun. In fact, except for when you dab the 2 key. You dab the 2 key. Well, when I say atrocious gun, I mean not the penetration, really. But that's the one thing that's really good about it, is actually the penetration. Because like I said, this tank actually has better penetration than the top tier gun does have on the IKV 103. So basically, the problem is, though, is that the alpha damage is so low, the DPM is so low as well. It's only got 1,000 DPM. That it really stinks. Just, there's no really other way to put it. But the nice thing here is that our allies are making these tanks close to, if not, one-shots for us. Now, I really shouldn't be getting this aggressive, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I don't care. Okay, so this is what I was hoping not to happen. I was hoping that I would not run into a T-34 85. This tank is literally just going to outdo us. So what we're going to do is we're going to trick him, hopefully. And if not, that's fine. He doesn't have to come. But we're hopefully going to trick him into getting it near the Panzer 4. Or exposing his side. That Sav's got he's got a much better reload than I thought he did. Artillery. No, I'm not going to worry about it. There's only one artillery. Okay, so I basically just need to get out of here. There's nothing I can really afford for this V8 Panzer IV. I can't. Ooh, but I might be able to take on this Luke's. How did I do that much damage? Oh, someone else hit him too. Yeah, that's a good thing I got out of there. Not like I'm going to be able to go far, but I can at least try to get somewhere. Maybe take out this Luke's, maybe go into a location where they won't be able to do anything to get me. like that. Like maybe. No, I need to go. I need to go down without. I'm not gonna go down without a fight. Whew.
Permission to engage.
And the Hellcat took me out. It didn't matter anyways.
Get out.
Yeah, it's so hard to be influential in a tank like that. But we're, like I said earlier, we're just trying to get to the FE405. That's where it's at. Well, really, there's the tanks before it that come really are good. Like these ones here. Let's look at them. These tanks can actually be good. Like the Achilles has good armor, and the Archer I'm not really sure about, but I know it goes faster backwards than it goes forward. That's a very interesting thing, actually. A lot of these tanks, like the Crusader SP, is another one. It goes faster backwards than it goes forwards, and it's kind of an interesting joke that I heard someone once made on the internet. For some reason, British tanks, they were literally designed to retreat, and it's just funny. But it's not all the tanks, but it's specific tanks, like the tank destroyers and the artillery, because they were made to get out of the area fast, I guess. For whatever reason, it's just interesting. And it kind of makes sense, actually. If you're going to have a non-turreted tank that can only fire one way, and if it's trying to run away to get away from people that are attacking it, then why not make it to where it can go backwards faster than it can go forwards, and then you can shoot at at the people that are chasing you. So I mean, it does make sense, kind of. Or you can drive backwards, stop, and then aim and shoot, or whatever needs to happen. But point is that it's just very convenient. So it does make sense, but it also can be kind of a good laugh to say that the British were kind of being maybe cowards or something. But it really does make sense. Let's see here. So we're going to try to avoid the artillery if we get spotted. Well, we're going to try to avoid getting spotted first, and then... Okay, now let's not get hit by any of those those artillery. Sweet. Okay, so that turned out well. Can't say Nashorn can't say the same, but we're gonna deal with this leopard real quick. Okay, that's just happened. Russian gun depression. My word, and accuracy is definitely not a thing in this tank. Well, we're definitely going to want to move. Oh. There we go. Let's blind fire. Ah, I didn't quite nail him. One more. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, come on. Reload. Ah, he got right behind the rock just in time. Okay, so we've got a very interesting predicament here. betcha. Yeah, did you see that? Oh, that's awesome. There's no better feeling. I mean, he just knows, okay, well, I'm gonna wait until once, oh gosh. I hope this side can pull through because I gotta go to cap. Go to defend the cap, I mean. So he pulled back. He did exactly what he should have done, really. But I did what I was supposed to do as well and checked to see, you know, okay, well, he might still be there because he pulled behind, waited till he knew he was no longer spotted, and then pulled back into the bush, trying to get the, trying to catch me out in the open. Now, okay, let's see if we can do this. Okay. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Now we've got an SU-85. Oh, gosh. Artillery is such a party pooper. Gosh. Okay, I don't know what the armor is on this SU-85, so I'm going... Oh, gosh. Okay, got him. Now we're loading a normal round. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna have to try and look for, this is gonna be tough. Okay, so first off, I want to look over here and see if there's anyone that's coming. They should be. If they have any sense, they will be. Okay, good. For whatever reason, he's not able to penetrate me. Okay, wow. Wow. This is suddenly becoming a reality here, folks. We got 9 minutes, too, so if we have to, we can cap out. Now I'm going to want to load HE, because if I remember correctly, that... Okay, we're just going to repair. Well, that was really good. We know the M44 is over in this location. No, we don't want to do that. We definitely want to take cover and make him come to us. Yeah, but Artie can. That's the problem. Ah, so close. Guys, that was so close to being a carry. I cannot believe that. My heart was racing so much. See, I could have one-shot the Birch gun. See, I was hoping to be able to get the side of the Dicker Max, because then I would have... Whoa, well, I got a high caliber there. I got one bond, which for a low-tier game, that's pretty impressive. That's because of the high caliber medal. 2,600 experience. And a first-class mastery. I'm telling you right now, had I carried that thing, it would have likely been a ace tanker. That was really awesome. Wow. Okay. So, Now we're going to get back into our IKV. We're about halfway towards the IKV 65. And yeah, so we're going to see what we can get out of this. Oh gosh, didn't type it fast enough. Okay. Okay. Not the worst map to have as an IKV. So I'm going to want to load normal rounds, and I'm going to want to hang out in this location. It's basically the automatic location that you want to hang out in if you're TD on this map. Although you can, if you have better armor, kind of hang around in the C. I like to do that with my WZ. 111 FG. No, 111G FT. But you don't want to do that in this tank. I guess you can also hang around in the hill up here, but I don't want to do that. I'll have to load premium rounds if I want to go in that location. Going over here, I can use my standard rounds and easily penetrate things like the AMX and the Leopard. And we'll see what we come across. And I might need to relocate. We want to watch out for the 3 artillery too. Those things are nasty, and even things like the Bishop and the Gorilla are going to be able to really punish us. So we're definitely going to want to stay out of their sights and not get spotted when we shoot here. So first off, we want our AMX to try and get some spots, and he didn't spot anything. That is not good. Ooh. Gosh, the shell flew high or something. Or it might have hit the ground too. My word. Ooh. Oh gosh, that flew way high. Watch this one dip low. Oh, wow. Well, that's just not working for us. Ooh, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Are you... You're kidding me, right? Gosh, that's ridiculous. It actually flew up so high, and then... Okay, let's see what damage we can do here. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! We didn't get the kill. And for some reason, we are getting some lag here. Let me check real quick. Something is updating with Steam. Something has to be. No? Okay, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it then. We're definitely gonna want to hide because he definitely spotted us there. We could put a big hole in that T-67. He'll definitely out DPM us, though. I guess he doesn't see us coming. Oh yeah, he definitely sees us coming. No artillery, so that's good. Wow, he got ripped apart. Booyah! Yeah, it's really laggy right now. Oh, that was so close. Oh, nailed him. This tank actually has really good gun depression. That was close. We did good there. We didn't come close to dying relative to how many hit points we have. Let's see. This leopard will totally clip us out if he catches us out in the open. But we should also be able to one-shot him, because if I were to guess, he's likely going to be on less than 100% of his hit points. Oh, well, never mind. He was not on less than 100% of his hit points, but he is now. Okay, and I need to find out what was going on with what's going on with lag. Why is it lagging? I'm receiving too much right now. Too much information. Is something downloading with... Okay, I need to close my browser. Close tabs. Maybe that'll fix it. Did it? It did. Something with the browser. That's what it was. Okay. I think we're still streaming. Yes, we are still streaming. Okay, so that is good. We will no longer have any lag, it would appear. And what are we going to do? Are we going to continue this IKV raid that we are doing? Do we want to? I think we need to do a Type 4. A Type 4 game. Because I am trying to get to the Type 5. That's probably one of the tanks I'm going to be focusing on for the most part, is the Type 4 Heavy. Because you got to get that Type 5 for Clan Wars. That is a must. That way I'll have my Super Heavy, I'll have my fast Bat Chat, which, you know, is nice. The SCB-1 isn't super useful, but he does have good DPM. But it's just, the armor is not as reliable as you really need in Clan Wars. There's a lot of tanks you can get that are basically the same. Like, the Object 430U. It's the same thing as, well, it's a completely different tank, but it's a kind of a slightly slower medium with really good armor, and it has a good gun and great alpha. So, definitely a much more suitable tank for Clan Wars. So I'll have my fast medium, my fast lightly armored medium, I'll have my DPM medium, and then I'll have my super heavy, and I need to get my mobile heavy, which is going to be the Object 277. Oh, and I should be loading premium. I don't know what I'm doing. I actually keep forgetting I need to put my premium HE on my 1 key, because that just makes it simpler instead of having to keep changing. Because really, when am I going to switch to the standard premium to the standard HE? Almost never. When am I going to switch to it? When I'm taking out like a light tank or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Artillery. That's when I would switch to it. Or if I know that a tank has less than a certain amount of hit points. But then otherwise, why? Because all it's doing is these are the credit savers. These are the damage dealers. That's what you want. You want that extra 300. Extra 300 damage makes it makes a big difference in the long run. If we could nail that batch out. Ooh, man, that would be great. Can't risk it though. We got an E5 to deal with. So I've already guessed E5, E3, the AMX-50 is probably going to go town as well. The 263, well, there we go. We see the 263's gone town. Well, I'm going to go to town on his hit points. And we'll see if he penetrates us when I do it. I'm going to pop out real quick. Boom. Take that. He didn't even have time to react. There's one artillery, so we got to be careful of that. So now what we want to do is we want to play this smart. The first time, we can take a chancy shot by poking. But now, we want to make sure that we are in a defensive position, as well as a position that is able to attack. Man, that debris is in the way too, which could protect the 263. Those crates. And this is the life of a Type 4 driver, really. Wait until your opponent decides to make an improper move. Or if your teammates start pushing up, then go ahead, push up. Oh, don't make that mistake, buddy. Yeah, that's a will. I'm willing to take that. That's the only reason why he penned us is because I have my turret like that. But once I angle my armor like this, we should be A-okay. Yep, went into. Ooh, nailed him in the cupola. Good night, E3. We're going to want to be very careful. Okay, he nailed him. Good. There's the artillery. Let's see if we can nail this AMX-50B, although we're probably not going to. How did he nail me? I'm lucky I'm still alive, definitely. Ah, he did. He got me right there. See, if I could nail that AMX-50 in the turret, that would be a great shot to take. Because of my stupid ammo rack being knocked, I'm not going to be able to... This is a good scenario right here. As long as artillery... Okay, we don't have artillery anymore. So this is going to just be favorable in every way because this guy's reloading. Or I should say reloaded. I don't know how long his reload time is, but whatever. That still was a decent game. Okay, now I'm gonna complete my message if the tank finishes. There we go, okay. Um. Okay. Well, if there's a specific tank that you would like to see me play, that you see that I have, um, feel free to put it in the chat, and I will play that. Yeah, if there was anyone watching right now. Is my audio working? Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, there's an issue with the audio. Okay, so that might be better now. Yeah, that looks like it is. Okay. So we're on Corellia. This is a good, I don't know. I guess technically it would be better to be defending in this. It's just better to defend on assault, especially on this map. He was right there that whole time. Could have fired at him. That really makes me mad.
Vi är utslagna. Lämna vagnen.
That's really frustrating. Okay. I think we're gonna work on the heavy tank. I'm wondering when our next clan war battles are. Let's see. So Wide Park is an interesting map because you can't play it. I think tier 6 is the highest that can play on this map, and then after that you don't have any games on this map. Now, it's a very tricky map because you can, if you pop up over here, then people from over here can shoot you, and then vice versa if you're trying to pop up over here. And that definitely makes it very challenging. But as a heavy tank, typically what you want to do is you want to go down to these locations, or these right here or here, and then see what you can manage. Try to side scrape and stuff like that. They've got 3 artillery, 2 of which are the LEFs. Which is ridiculous. Gosh, I couldn't even kill the Cromwell. Stinking AMX. That is, gosh. And, you know, all my team stayed back. No one pushed. Otherwise, the Cromwell and the AMX wouldn't have been able to crest the ridge. But I was the only one at the front. And then I had some guys that were, you know, nonchalantly staying at the back, which really stinks. How much do I need for that? 20,000. Gosh, 20,000. This tank is a painful, painful journey. You know, let's do this tank. I know it's not a Clan Wars tank, but we need to do a tank that really just, you know, it's like comfort food, but with tanks. You know, you just always deal, you're going to penetrate most of the time. If you don't, just, that's okay. Switch to your heat. I mean, with 340, I meant, millimeters of penetration. And those heat rounds, that's pretty sick. And 270 is really good as well on the standard rounds. So, and the tier 10 gun gets even more. And then the 560 Alpha is really nice. I really like it. So we're gonna punch some holes in some tier 10 tanks. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to this line right here, and anything that comes across, we're gonna be the punishers. Can't wait. That's kind of the hard thing with this tank. It's kind of a little more slow, especially when you're on terrain like this. It's considered soft terrain. So it has ground resistances that are not incredible. But I mean, it is going close to 30 kilometers an hour, which is, I mean, for the amount of armor this thing has, decent. It's a decent speed. But once we get there, oh my word, they didn't even go down this way. Okay, so good thing that not too many of us went this way, because they're not going to actually dedicate a lot of people to this way. To the 1 line, the 2 line, all that good stuff. And that is an IS-3A, which, nope, 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 nope. Look at that, through the front of the IS-3A. Gosh, that's insane. Don't want to shoot because then the IS-3A is going to pop out. My word. Okay, we're gonna go down fighting. Go down. Yeah, gosh. Well, 3,400 damage blocked. Gosh. T-55A sniping us. Couldn't even see him. He was hiding behind the bush. Ridiculous. Yeah. Not really much you can say about that. No one's watching anyways, so doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. let's see where's the global map, how it's doing. Just gonna, do some landscaping right here. Demolition. Don't know why I even tried to go in that direction. Should have just continued in this direction. Gosh, getting some lag there. And this guy should be a one-shot if we roll high. Okay, we didn't roll high, but that's okay. He's dead. Okay, good. Took out that guy. Took out the M3 Elite too. Oh my word. Accuracy. Come on. RNG. Boom. And artillery almost just slaughtered us. Oh, that was close. Can we destroy this house? No, we can't. Oh my word. Okay, so this should protect us from artillery, like that. Ah, you're killing me. Literally. Okay. So, why do I have to click so many buttons to go to the map? Come on. Okay. What are the scheduled battles? 6:15. So we can keep streaming. If only someone would come on. But, yeah, so let's see. Excuse me. Let's see, we're gonna get some hero medals here. We'll see. I finally completed the 15 Excalibur missions, and I'm trying to complete them with honors now. This is the last one, which is really nice, definitely. Which is really nice because all the other ones, they're really far away from getting completed. Anytime soon. Ah, went low. We would have killed him. We would have killed the Lorraine. Gosh, it's so annoying when it doesn't work out like that. Come on, T-44. Come out to play. So I can nail you with HE today. Oh, snap. 534, which is really just a, you know, average roll. But we did hit him in the turret, and that's really great, considering. Now we're gonna have to stand up against the WZs and the IS-7 and the Super Conqueror, which I'll take the Super Conqueror. Maybe. Well, it depends. I guess it depends on what tank shows itself, but what tank will show its hairy self? If we can focus that WZ, that would be best. "511, 511, what's your emergency?" Oh gosh. That is dangerous, IS-7. I don't know why these E-100s aren't angling their armor. Is that our own? No, that's not our own Super Conqueror. I was gonna say, if that was our... Not Super Conqueror, I meant Conqueror gun carriage. Went into the dirt because of the stinking artillery. And it slowed my reload too. Well, actually, I don't know. I think I was reloaded during... I don't know if I was still reloading when I had the stun. Okay. Who's gonna play peekaboo? Because this IS-7... Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, I'm healing up. Oh, dang. And I got assistance for that. Let's get this Mutz. He's a mutt. That's a not cool shell to miss there. I think I accidentally tracked myself. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta get out of the way from the artillery. What? Who's in the top 10 clan? Panther 2? Interesting. We'll see how this is gonna go. Get this Conqueror gun carriage. Progetto's on the case. Good, the Conqueror's distracted. I'm not going to go on cap because I need to be available just in case the AMX tries to come, which he likely will. Let's see if I can get myself spotted. Because I think the AMX won't be able to penetrate me, and I'll be safe from artillery here. So, oh, okay. Well, the AMX decided to show up. Let's see if he decides to. Well, he's gonna have to. He's gonna try to just. He's gonna decide to reset the cap, even if he just has to take out the E100's track. What he's gonna do is he's gonna spot and then. The artillery is going to try to get him. Yep, right there. Already's on the move. S1, take him out. Take him out. I don't think I got spotted. Let's see. I need to repair my fuel tanks just in case. I mean, heck, if my fuel tanks get damaged again, it doesn't matter because I'd be dead anyways. I feel like he's gonna try to come down that way, but If he does, the S1 will get him, so. He's not going to be able to pen me, so. But he can drive around me. What is that? Does he think he's going to. Oh, he's trying to aim at my cupola. Boom! Yeah, I saw that one coming a million miles away. Okay. So that worked well. Only problem is, had we missed, he would have killed us. That's the only problem. Hey, can you stop that? You can leave my bedroom alone for now. You don't need to vacuum right now. Okay. So that was really well. That went really well. Let's see. You know, we might as well do this again. We might as well. It just makes sense. 15 minutes till Clan Wars. Okay, yeah. So this will. Really? Maybe we're going to be going to training rooms. That must be what it is. Okay. So yeah, this might be the last battle. When did he even send that anyways? I'm assuming that this was... Yeah, it was right now. Okay. So, about 15 minutes, probably. It's probably going to be a... this last battle, and then I'm going to end the stream. So we'll see what we can get. Well, we gotta watch out for the enemy Type 4, definitely. There's one artillery. Okay, so I think we're gonna go up this middle area here, prevent people from going up here. Then when I say people, I mean mediums and heavies that are a little bit late to the party. Because this thing's really slow, so the likelihood that we're going to stop anywhere from getting up there, besides other heavy tanks, is going to be pretty slim. But we'll see. Mediums that are late, heavies that are slow. And then we're going to try not to get nailed by the artillery. We're going to see. This mission is so stinking hard. I don't know how you get 2 hero category badges. I mean, in the same battle, that's ridiculous. This mission is going to be easy. The hard part is just getting the 2 kills. Oh my word! Holy smokes! There's a lot of tanks spotted right off the bat. They thought they were gonna have a heavy push that way. Well, they were wrong. Big old round into him. Killed him. That was a close darn shot. I thought for sure I was about to nail the rock. Okay. It's so funny how many Type 4s and 5s like to use this camouflage. So we're gonna wait for him to fire. Yeah, he's gonna die fairly fast here. just gonna reload. Ooh, through the rocks. I'm waiting to be unspotted, and how are ooh, they are pretty beaten up. My word. Give me a break. I wish that would have went in. I don't think it did though. Gosh, I need someone to spot these guys. Ooh. I wish I would have nailed that, but that was still... Ooh. My word. Ah, you're kidding me. How? How did he even... He nailed me in the cupola. I bet you're right now. That's where he nailed me. Gosh, dang it. I think we have time for another round, so I'm going to pick another tank. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? You know... Well, there's no one watching right now, so I'm going to end it right here. No one's watching. Okay. Well, if there is anyone out there and it just hasn't updated yet, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time on channel. We'll see you on Wednesday. Adios.